Hey everybody, let's take a look at the standard extreme quest for this new series, and that features Yakshini. Hopefully I pronounced that right, sorry if I did not. The gimmicks that you need to worry about this for this stage is gravity barriers and mines. And I think focusing on gravity barriers is a little bit more important because you will just not be able to move around without gravity barriers. But as you saw just there, the true gimmick of the stage, I guess, would be the what was it, gauge disruptor, and that fires from the mini boss you see at the very top whenever he's in counter mode. Now the direction where those missiles fire that cause your gauge to go crazy, it is in a set direction. So once you see where it's firing, you know where you can avoid it. And as you can see, of course, if you do get afflicted by it, that gauge goes ridiculously fast. And as you know, I am not that great with the gauges, so hitting that is a pretty tough task for me. And I'm sure for most other people as well. Anyways, you know, the mission isn't that difficult if you can strategically plan out your moves. So, as you can see, if you haven't looked at the guide yet, you're not necessarily sure where the missiles will fire, but as you see, it fired towards the top right on this stage. So make sure you gauge your decisions carefully. Of course, if your monsters don't have a gauge, that means absolutely nothing to you. But for someone like Doraemon, or I think Kane also has his gravity barrier on his gauge, yeah. So for those monsters, you do need to take care of that, whether or not you want to afford the chance that you probably will miss your gauge. And that's important, right? You know, if you see the big attacks coming, or you desperately need a heart, it's going to become really difficult to pull off that gauge shot. I mean, of course, I'm sure many of you out there are much better than I am with hitting those gauges, so maybe you can see when exactly to pull for that the broken gauge. But you should, I don't know, just assume you're gonna miss, and hopefully you can figure out, is it okay to hit that mini boss that will fire the missiles, or should I just try and avoid it for a turn? But yeah, it's the same formula for the stage over and over. Just try and focus down on that what, I don't even know, the Super Spectre? It's much bigger than usual, but and also just make sure you pay attention for your own, you know, your own information where that missile goes. Of course, if you go to like Game With somewhere like that for advice, they'll tell you exactly where it'll fire. So that's also super helpful. But you can also see here, because I'm pretty sure there wasn't a stage where I didn't hit that guy. So probably see it fire off one way or another. And one little thing is, you may want to ensure that you have a minesweeper on your team, such that you can pick up those mines. The mines are on a low cooldown, and I mean, I don't recall them doing a lot of damage, but of course, since they're so close together, if you end up hitting one, you're probably gonna hit 3, 4, 5 of them, so that it adds up. And so just having that minesweeper around to make sure you can clean up the stage for everybody is always helpful. And I know I was saying there wasn't a stage where you didn't see where the missiles go, but I don't think I actually hit the missiles on this stage. And chances are it was going to the bottom left towards the boss. And likewise for this stage, I would guess that the missiles are firing towards the top right, towards the boss. So looks pretty safe here. Maybe Oda Nobunaga there, Nobunaga X, will get hit by the missiles. So trying to take it a little safe there. So no hits done on the Super Spectre there. And let's see. Okay, just short. And looks like, I would guess both of them are in range of the gauge breaking missiles. So we try and take it easy, but unfortunately Doraemon's lock-on bump combo hit it, but we did kill it, so we don't have to worry about him anymore for this stage at least. And also do mind that if you are, Doraemon didn't even have the bad gauge there, and I missed his gauge shot. Yeah. I mean, it's alright. It worked out in the end. Alright. No, you know what? I was just waiting for that heart to grow, right? Exactly. Alright, we'll move on to the next boss stage. And you can ignore the S rank. Not going to get that in 33 seconds for sure. I was hoping to wedge in there, but it looks like I caught the foot of the Super Spectre there on the bottom right. So no easy, or what? No quick bonus kill there. And let's see. As you can see, the missiles fired towards the left. I was actually not expecting that, but I guess maybe he just shoots in the direction of the boss. I don't know. Is that the right pattern? But luckily, Oda Nobunaga X was in the perfect position for her bump combo to take down that dude. So now we don't have to worry about our broken gauges after everybody recovers. And I mean, of course, that darn mech bird dealing way too much damage than he should have. That's alright. Nobu X was able to pick up all those mines and just deal them all to Yakshini in one shot. And I mean, good news is everybody has their strike shot ready, so hopefully once we get to that last gauge, it's just a strike shot fest. And there we go. To the final stage. We still got, it'll be 13 turns until the speed clears, so that's probably fine. Fortunately, we already saw that S rank not happening. And Nobu X does have the super. Oh my god! See myself miss those gauges afterwards. Just, I don't know. Anyways, because her strike shot does make everybody move around, but since those bounce restrictors are in play, I figured I might wait a turn. And looks like Kane does extra damage to gravity barrier monsters, so you can see that gravity barrier just turns black a little bit, indicating that it does the extra damage. And good news, we got rid of that Super Spectre who fires the missile, so we don't have to worry about broken gauges anymore. And Noah has the standard motivate, so you have to actually hit them before they can go crazy. Whereas Nobu X has the upgraded version where everybody will just fly in the direction you say. And just enough. Awesome. And there you have it. That is Yakshini, the fire monster extreme quest for the series. And don't forget, you do need to clear every difficulty of every event quest featured here to be able to get a free Tokudama, which gives you one free roll at the event hatcher, which will of course go away once the event ends. Alright, well that is it for today. Next up should be the lethal quest featuring what was it, Veritra? I don't know if I pronounced that. I know I pronounced that wrong. But until next time, bye bye.